I honestly,
like that's
think,
like
Preach to the choir.
it's just fucking facts.
I
Like,
think
it's
I
a
think
ratio
I
thing,
think
like,
us as
you
a
know what I'm saying?
society should stop trying to like get into the mindset of, oh, you have to get married, you have to have kids. I don't think that you have to get married, have kids, because if you actually look at the facts, no relationships really last that long unless they were of the older generation where they had a different mindset.
No, but to me, I
They
still
were
think
cheating
that
back
there
then,
is,
too.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
for sure, but
It's
it's
not
not.
the problem is like it's not that there's a problem with marriage or the concept of marriage or the concept of wanting to build a legacy within your children. I actually think that that's like a lost concept. Like, you guys are gonna be fucked when you get older. Like, not for nothing, but the reason why I say that is because you guys are choosing not to have children, or the people that do have children have bad relationships with their children. Who the fuck do you think is gonna take care of you when you get old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
if you plan your life
children for
I will.
taking care of you.
I will take care of you, and I will charge you.
So that's not why you should have kids.
Hold on.
That's not why you should have kids.
Hold
Don't
on.
have kids.
Yo, ladies, be
I
one
don't-
at a time.
Don't have kids for them to take care of you.
Yeah.
You're bringing here kids so they can make the world better, so they can be better.
No, that's in
What?
Disney. That only happens in Disney.
I don't-
Okay. What are you saying?
I was saying the
That's-
same. Like, you didn't
like-
chill because you want to take care of you.
No,
Oh,
I had
Like
my
what?
daughter so that my legacy, the way that I think, the way that I feel, the values that I have can continue to live on into society. One of those values that I do have is, yes, respecting your elders and taking care of the generation previous to you.
Okay.
Because that is kind of
But
like
you cannot say that's
let me
the
finish
reason
talking.
why.
Can I finish
Shut
talking?
the fuck up. Like,
Because you
Shut
cut
the
off
fuck up.
everybody else when they were
Yo,
talking. You
Fuzzy,
let them
Fuzzy,
shut the fuck
Fuzzy,
up. So
Fuzzy,
you need to listen
Fuzzy,
too. That's
Fuzzy.
what I'm saying. You might learn something. So, like I was saying, yes, the values that I have instilled into my daughter as a legacy do include, yes, paying tribute to your elders and the fact that they raised you. Because a lot of girls like to come on here and be like, oh, because it takes a village, it takes a village, it takes a village. And their takes a village is like what Eric says. It's, oh no, I'm gonna drop my baby off so that I can go and fucking club and like whatever. Like, no, the concept of it takes a village also goes the other way around too, to where you are older and you cannot take care of yourself. It takes your village, including your children, your grandchildren, all of that, to take care of you as well.
That's correct.
I don't think
And
that
I
every.
like
I don't
that she
think
said that, because they usually don't talk about that part of it takes a village.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that it's meant for every woman to have kids. Like, it's not every woman's goal to have kids and to have a legacy. Like, some people don't think. I have never been a girl that has daydreamed about getting married and having a kid. No, I've always daydreamed about having my own business, doing what I want to do when I want to do.
Ladies, here's the problem with that.
So I've
Hold on,
not
real quick,
saying
hold on.
that I
Here's the
have
problem with
either.
that. The problem with that is that society. Do you know? And you can fact check me on this. There's less babies being born now than ever in recorded history.
Yeah. Well, the government also wants that because the world is overpopulated and they're already trying to depopulate.
Okay.
Well,
but
that's technically a lie.
There's
No.
plenty of fucking space in the world. But what I'm saying is, they're pushing this for a reason, right? And women are easier to control, if I'm being honest, if you don't have like a fucking family. Okay, like most of the fucking spending comes from women. You guys are erratic. Like, you guys are out of control. We had a conversation about this the other day. My thing is, I don't think that that's a good, like, her. She's 23, correct?
I'm 23.
She doesn't want to have kids.
No, I do
She's
not.
gonna wait realistically till she hits 33 to start thinking about
and
having
then
kids.
she's gonna want kids.
But then men
Or
aren't
maybe
looking
not.
at her anymore.
Maybe not.
Typically, most men are, and then the guys that she's gonna have
Oh,
to.
I will be hot as fuck at 24.
See, there you go. She's gonna be
I will
hot.
be
She's gonna be hotter
I
at
will
33 than at 23.
That's delusion.
The problem is that the guys that are gonna want to have kids with her, she's not gonna want to have kids with. And then there you go. Now you're
Because
settling.
to her, it's gonna be settling. Why? Because she's gonna have this mindset. Like you said,
Correct.
you've never had in your idea, oh, this picture perfect cookie cutter marriage. Me neither. My parents have been together 40 something years. They were never married. So my vision of marriage is very skewed. But like I was saying, I am fortunate enough that the way life took me, I do have a kid. I was married. I did do the white dress with like whatever. But that's why I can have the mindset that her mom has and be like, you know what? Now I could do whatever the fuck I want because I already accomplished all of these things like that a typical woman would say, oh, these are things that I would like to accomplish or have the opportunity to experience. Because even though you say that wasn't your dream, now at 25, you can't say that you're not looking for a partner.
29.
I'm looking.
You know what I mean?
I'm looking
At
for.
29,
I'm looking
so
for a
sorry.
partner, but I'm not looking to build a family.
Well, I mean,
But you
Oh,
still
sorry.
want a partner.
Here's the
You still
thing.
want
You're
that
gonna hit the-
companionship.
But you still have no family.
Hold on,
You're
real quick, hold
alone
on.
when
No,
you're
actually,
your daughter.
I
so
do have a
like,
family.
You don't have
well,
one.
I mean, just going back to what
No,
you
she still
have
has
one.
a family.
I
She
do
has
have
a
a
family.
family.
You don't have one. I mean, in my head, you don't have one.
I
Your
do,
divorce says
actually.
you're alone with your daughter. I prefer to have no kids and being alone.
Wait, hold on. So you
She
don't have
still-
a hold
she
on, hold on.
still
So you
has
don't have a
family.
family.
So you don't have
So
a
you don't have a
family?
family.
So you don't have a family because your
What
parents
you
are
mean?
divorced,
What
no?
you mean? What you know? Like, what you mean? I mean, you said that you have your family and everything, but I mean,
I do have a
and
family.
you said it like my mom, nah. But like, girl, what
my
I'm saying
mom,
is like, you're like, what I'm saying, it's like, then you still like divorced with like a kid.
Yeah,
and I
I'm your
prefer-
mom.
I
I'm
prefer-
your mom.
I
That's what
prefer-
your mom is.
Yeah,
Your
but
mom
I
is
mean, I'm a-
divorced with
Oh
a
yeah,
kid.
but she divorced when I was like 18, baby. Like I was an adult when
and
she
that was
divorced.
what,
I
like
mean-
4 years ago, maybe.
So
If I'm
that's
doing the
what
math.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have
Right.
the same age as me, baby.
Yeah, your mom and me
Yeah,
are
I
exactly the
mean,
same.
I
Yeah,
like
Right?
to
that,
break
what
it
I'm
to
saying
the
is,
other
at
side,
my
but-
age, I prefer to be alone than having a kid and be alone.
But that's what I'm saying. You're
That's
saying
what
that
I'm
your
saying.
mom doesn't have a family?
Oh,
Is
my
that what
mom
you're
get me.
saying?
My mom get me at 34 years old. I mean, I have time a lot than before.
That's
Like
what
having
I'm
a
To
kid.
answer the
you.
question, though,
Answer the
hold on,
question.
answer the
I'm
question.
asking you.
Does your
Like,
mom have a
like-
family?
Oh, she does.
Speaking of
So
Mike,
then I
so
do
that
too
means she has a
because I'm
family. So
exactly
what the
like
fuck are
your
you
mom.
saying?
Like, what are you saying?
Yeah,
Yo, Canada.
having a husband doesn't make it a family. Just because you're in a relationship with a man and having a
what I'm
One
husband
mic
doesn't
at a
make it a
time.
family.
One mic at a time, ladies.
What I'm saying, it's like I prefer to be young and alone and no child and like thinking about that and like having him like hold
And
like,
that's
maybe
fine.
a longer
But
time.
she
But that's
wasn't-
not
but
what
I'm
I'm
not saying-
saying. What I'm
just got
saying is
divorced.
that
It's not
when
like
you
you're
get
not-
older, you're going to have regrets because of those
No,
decisions
maybe
that
not.
you make.
No,
Maybe.
you cannot
I
say
won't.
that. You cannot
I know
say
for a
You
fact
cannot
you
say
can't
that.
say that I will have
Maybe.
regrets.
Ladies,
You can't
ladies.
say
Okay,
that.
real quick, hold
You
on.
can't say that.
You're 29. Okay, let's say you decide to have kids 10 years from now.
I wouldn't do it by kids. If I find someone, I would have to find if I literally I would if I wanted to have kids and hadn't found someone, I would probably do like the where you get
By what
some-
age?
Like in vitro.
honestly, I would want to do it by 35. Like
Please,
ever
Gary.
since I was a little kid, I've always
Goodbye.
wanted to get pregnant between 27 and 34.
Okay, so 35, right? We have a doctor right next to us, right?
Mhm. I know it's not good on your body
It's
at that
not.
age. I know
Okay.
I 100% understand that, but I'm saying right now in my life, I want to be selfish. I want to be selfish and build my empire and find time to figure out who I am as a person. I don't want to take my early years to give them to a child that honestly may or
Your
may
early
not
years
even,
have passed already.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I'm glad I didn't have a baby because like I have a sister. She's 25 years old. She has two twins. I have a brother who's she's 20. He's 23. He has 3 kids. I
Okay.
am literally there's 10 kids in my family with my dad and my mom's side. I am the only one besides for like a 12-year-old who doesn't have kids yet.
Okay.
But I'm also the one that has the most to offer and the most under their belt.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't have kids,
That's-
because I was able to dedicate that time instead of growing and nurturing some small person, I nurtured myself.
Okay, but so and I understand what you're saying, but your window to actually have a healthy kid,
Then it may
is-
not be in the card for me to have kids, and then just because you're a woman who doesn't have kids doesn't make you have any less worth.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like
I
if-
actually don't want to have any kids.
I just
Oh, me
listen, and it's sad to hear women say this shit,
Damn,
man.
I'm literally thinking.
Your
It's-
whole
it's-
woman's
but-
whole
but-
mission in
okay.
life is not to have children.
Okay, but
Why
what
do
I,
you think God?
but okay, here's what I'll say.
God
Here's
is
what I
relative.
listen. So here's what I'll say is, and again, I have kids. You know what I mean? So like that, becoming a parent is the most beautiful fucking feeling I've ever felt in my
Yes.
life.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And it's really sad to hear women not even want.
I want to do it, but I only want to do it where I can put because men are so flaky, they can get you pregnant because men trap women
Why don't
with
you
babies.
vet your man right?
Say again?
Why don't you vet your man?
Oh, you can't always vet your man, but things happen. Men change. You get older. Their fucking flavor of the month changes. You know,
Mhm.
things happen. I don't ever want to put myself in a position to be with a man who gives me a baby who then leaves me a year after, and now I'm the one carrying around that baby while he goes and has his whole life, and now I'm tied down by a small
But
child.
that goes with vetting them. Like I say this all the time on here.
It takes years to vet someone, though.
I'm a single woman, not a single mother. My daughter very much has a father. You get me? Like as a matter of fact, we were just not arguing, but we were arguing with her about volleyball camp, like for this summer. You get me? Because she wants to go to some Nike volleyball camp. So obviously we have to fucking figure that shit out. You know what I mean? So that is something that comes with the process of vetting the man that you're going to be with or that you're going to marry. Like you have to understand and like that's part of the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what you're scared of is part of the process.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like if you get stuck with a man that leaves you a year, it's because you didn't vet him.
My thing too is like, okay, so for
correctly.
women
Like,
like you, right? Because you know you're smart and you're very attractive. So my thing is, I don't think that it's not that you don't want to have a kid. I think you're just scared of the whole process, like she said.
Right,
100%.
But your
100%.
window,
I'm
your
scared
window
of
is
choosing the wrong
closing.
partner.
But your window, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, look,
Then
this is where accountability comes in. You're in your 20s, which you're almost out of. That's when you should have spent your time vetting a guy. I don't know what you spent your time doing.
I spent my time building my empire. Like
and what is that gonna happen? So when you're in your deathbed, are you gonna be glad that you built your empire?
Yeah, because
Or-
I'm gonna leave things behind. I'm leaving behind
To
a car.
who?
To my family that was
Your
raising
family.
their children who didn't have time to build the empire that they wanted. They can then use my money that I no longer need to take care of their
but guess what?
children.
That's not going to feel the same.
Listen,
They're not
hold on,
going
let
to
me tell you
care
something.
as much. They're not going to be as appreciative.
It
Is
doesn't have to be
that's not
either.
Chrissy?
And when you're
Chrissy?
when
Okay,
you're doing
that's not-
something, you don't do it for someone to appreciate you. You do it because you want to do it, and that's
Okay.
how
And
you
that's hold
feel.
on, but guess what? Your empire it doesn't matter anymore.
It does. It matters.
No, it
to
doesn't,
me.
because you're not passing on any type of
It
legacy.
mattered to me
You
in
have
my
no- there's no
lifetime.
type of
Chrissy,
legacy.
here's what I have 4 sisters.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm building something myself.
Mhm.
I'm building it for their kids, bro.
Mhm.
I'm building it for my kids.
Mhm.
And I get what you're saying. Maybe that's just a way for you to make yourself feel better.
I'm
I'm
it's
telling
not.
you.
I'm more of an animal person.
I'm not building shit for my nieces and nephews. I'm building it for my kids.
Well, what I'm building it for is the animals that have been neglected and abused their entire life and have nowhere else to go. If I'm being honest, my heart sits with animals. I want to leave behind an animal sanctuary. I want to leave a place where animals can go and people can live amongst each other, grow crops together, take care of the farm, literally like kind of go back to our roots, kind of step away a little bit from
Sounds like The Walking Dead.
No.
Dude, you don't understand
but I would fucking kill in The
how
Walking
she
Dead.
works her fucking ass every day for those dogs and those animals. Dude, I live with her, and that's crazy how she works her ass for those. Like,
Okay. No,
that's
so
crazy.
I'm doing it.
That's maybe more
I have a
worth more
question.
than anything else.
Yeah,
for her.
I'm
That's
doing it
maybe
for the
her
animals.
baby.
Okay.
That's her
I'm sorry.
baby.
You have a question?
I do. So when you're like 72 and you have Alzheimer's, who's gonna
I'm
take
there.
care of you?
I'm there. I am.
I'll make all the money.
I know that's what I'm asking because I'm
Honestly,
right there.
honestly,
I prefer to don't have my kids to
Like,
live
no,
with that.
like, I understand that you're
I don't
saying
want-
that like
I don't
you have your nieces and your nephews
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay,
And
we
hopefully a
understand that
partner.
you're just Titi Christie to them.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're not like that's not my mom. That's
Yeah.
not my
Word.
dad. Like
Mhm.
You're
you
that cool
understand
aunt.
that,
Oh
right?
yeah, 100%.
Like they're gonna stick you in a home.
But
Yeah.
That's what
hopefully,
I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to
But
tell
guess
you.
what?
Like, for real, like,
there's
you
so
should,
many people
you know.
that have kids and their kids stick them in a home and take their money and drop right
Exactly.
into their house.
and
So I-
and that's their
If I-
parent.
But I will always be
So
there.
what is the likelihood?
I
And
will
that's
always
their
be there for
biological
you.
And so will his
But that's
his checks.
But that's
The-
exactly the
his
point that I'm
receipts.
trying to make. That's their biological parent.
Agreed.
Mhm.
So you're their aunt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if I've
You understand what I'm
chosen
saying?
to not have a kid at that point in time, then hopefully I've made enough money to take care of my own care and find someone. Hopefully, I can pay for someone to take care
That's
of
a
me in my
sad
own
life,
home.
though.
Yeah, that is. That's
It's
sad.
Listen,
sad. I don't think it is.
Listen,
I don't really think it is.
You'll buy him a Lambo because he'll benefit off of that. But
Yeah.
like in reality, man, I'm telling you, like I'm around your age.
Mhm.
There's nothing more important in this world to me than my fucking kids. Like nothing, bro.
There's also the possibility of adopting other people's kids. I've also thought
but
about that.
that's not your
Yeah,
kid.
but
It will be my kid if it's someone that I raise and I put love into.
It's not
and
gonna
they,
be same love.
it will be the same love.
It
If
would-
you
they
if
didn't
you
carry the
truly
kid.
no, if there's a difference because if you really take in a kid and you truly and you like, let's say you get them at a decent age where they're still young and you mold them and you give them the life that their parents never did, they will genuinely
Okay.
love you. There's
Hold on,
people
hold
that,
on, until they hit you with that. Oh, you're not even my real mom. I'm not gonna listen.
but that can also happen with a normal kid that's biologically
but you
yours.
know that's your kid. But you
Nah.
know that's a kid. That's
Exactly.
different. So here's
But
the
your
thing.
kid could also.
Okay, so
how
how
many
about
kids
this?
have killed their parents?
Okay, but you're talking about
Yeah,
the
exactly.
you're talking
Why
about
is
the
it getting
extreme.
so
dark?
You're talking about the
But it's true.
when a woman is losing an argument, she goes to the fucking extreme.
Yeah,
I'm not.
exactly.
I'm not.
She's like,
I'm
let
not,
me raise
I
the
don't.
bar.
I genuinely don't think I'm losing an argument. I think that a woman can go throughout her entire life without having kids, and it doesn't make her any less of a woman. You can't change my mind.
Okay,
on
so
that.
here's a hypothetical for you. Let's say I'm dating a woman who has a kid.
Mhm.
Do you really think me having kids
Mhm.
of my own? Do you really think that I'm gonna be able to love their kid the way I would love my own kids.
100%. My sister is in a relationship with a man who has taken on 3 kids that are not his, and I have never seen someone love another person so fiercely. You
Remember,
would think
we
that
speak
they
about
are
majority here, not the minority.
but it happens.
But
so you
that's
can
the
definitely.
extreme. You're talking about the extreme.
Well, I don't think it's that extreme.
the
'cause it
exception.
happens.
But we're talking
Sometimes
general,
those
general.
people that you see as, a possible father figure or mother figure, unfortunately, they do things
Yes.
to your child that, no one should ever go through. But unfortunately, that's a big, not a taboo topic, but it's a big topic that, can make some people uncomfortable to speak on. But either way, sometimes you don't know these people at the end of the day.
I think that goes back to the vetting process that you guys were talking about.
Correct. Because that I wish that was something that my mother would have done beforehand, but unfortunately, things happen. So that's how I see it. You kind of just it happens for a reason. So I guess it builds character. So I guess you could say
everything happens for a reason to put you where you are right now.
Yeah, because
Let's move on.
I didn't grow up with any of my
Yeah,
parents.
okay.
Move on. Let's
Yeah.
move on. Let's
Can we
move
go
on.
to
Can we move on? Here's what I say to guys, make sure you guys like the video, please, man.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I say too is I hate when people say everything happens for a reason, because that's
That's settling.
yes,
Yeah.
it's like accept you
Takes no accountability.
just accept it. You know what I mean? It's like, no, guys, let's
obviously
be honest.
dissect it and
No.
process it. Don't push it under the back burner, but
Yeah.
accept that it happened. Don't let it consume you.
Yeah.
That's
I think
how to live life.
everything that happens to you is a catalyst for who you are in the present day. So literally everything that happens.
Bro, what's a
happens for
catalyst?
reason. Like,
Bro, I got
you know
second
it.
grade.
You know
grade.
it.
She's a
Okay.
second, yeah. He's
Like-
a second grader over here.
No, you're that. Come on, don't play with me. But no, literally, things that shape you as a person. There's a reason why it happened to you. It's
Yeah.
like it does. Like it formed who you are as a person. Like
But
the
that's
person you are
like
today,
saying
are
that
you-
it had
Yeah,
to
but
happen in order to shape that person. though.
Exactly.
You're saying that was destiny.
It might have.
No,
It might
no, no,
have.
no.
And I
Sometimes
mean,
the
I
reason
agree with
is
you,
you
like you
just make
said.
stupid decisions.
Yes,
though,
there you
too.
go.
Like let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, come
Yeah.
on now. Sometimes everything is not some life shaping decision.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just you
Sometimes
making
it's just a
stupid
zodiac sign
fucking
telling you to be
decision.
a
Yeah.
dumb.
Right. It's my fault because I'm a Taurus.
or some, or
Like,
listen,
no, but I'm
ladies,
saying,
ladies,
like-
Are you a Taurus?
ladies,
Yeah.
or
But
some-
that's not what I was, but that wasn't my point.
ladies.
Shut the fuck up.
Or sometimes it's just someone else making a stupid decision that affected your life that you had no control over. Like,
That's
Correct.
fair.
but again, it's not something that had to happen in order for you to become the person that you are.
How
know?
do you know that though? That it didn't have to happen? Because
Okay,
think about it,
because
cause and
if,
effect.
okay, so if
It's a butterfly effect. That's
okay,
Yeah,
so
cut-
do,
it's
do,
cause and
okay,
effects.
so real quick, do you think you would be any better right now today if you had been raped as a kid?
Do I think it would be better? No, I think it would have more trauma.
So again, like it's not something that you have to go through, right?
No.
Essentially, that's what I feel like you're saying when you say, oh, everything happens for a reason. It's like, bro, no, something fucked up happened to you. You got to learn how to make yourself better because of it, but it
Mhm.
didn't have to happen to you.
No,
You know what I mean?
it
No, this
doesn't
is
have
this is
to.
no
It
this is
doesn't
this
have
is the
to.
problem that I have with that mentality is that a lot of people in our community, right? There's generational curses, right? And like if you hear a lot of times that like a daughter went through something, 9 times out of 10, her mom probably went through the same shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you look deeper, her grandmother probably went through the
Yes.
It's like a
same
generation.
shit.
It's a cycle
And
that you
it's
need to
like-
fucking break.
Yeah, like
That's it.
I've seen situations where
Trauma is stored in the body. It is transferred in your genes for sure.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is like this is the stuff that has to happen. It's just someone hasn't yet put their foot down.
It,
You know what I mean?
it looks it up for sure. Like, okay, there was a study I was actually looking up the other day. But sometimes things that happen to your parents gets transferred through your
Bro, I
genes.
can't remember like yesterday, so I don't know. what the fuck my-
No, well, you just
No, I
made
see what you're saying. Okay.
you just
Talk
made a
about
weird
anything
face, so I wanted to make it.
medical.
It wasn't something that I was pulling out of my ass. It's
Yeah.
something that I've actually done
I
research on.
I know some other people have said